Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing fine and are taking care of yourselves. My name is Kanika Tandon and I am here with the video of English 2nd for class 8th. In our last video, we completed the uh, question answers of chapter number 3, the Enchanted Pool, and in today's video, we'll be doing the in-text question of the same chapter and the exercise of it. So let us start our today's video by doing the in-text question of chapter number 3, the Enchanted Pool. First question of chapter 3, first in-text question of chapter 3 is on page number 44. Why did Yudhishthir not go himself to fetch water to quench his thirst? So we have to write in this question they are asking that why Yudhishthir did not go at the first place and he sent his brothers to get the water. So Yudhishthir noticed with sorrow that his brothers had lost their cheerfulness and courage. He thought that they would be more cheerful with something to do, so he sent one of them to fetch water instead of going himself. So he actually saw that his brothers are not even smiling while doing something. So he wanted to send them to work to do something so that they can be at least a little happy by doing something. So that was the reason that he sent his brothers and did not go himself. Come on page number 45. First question is, why is the foe described as being elusive? So the foe is being described as elusive because it is not seen but only heard, and because Arjuna's arrows could not attack the foe. So it is being called elusive. Why? Because the foe cannot, the female deer was not visible to them. That was the reason why Arjun could not attack that foe. Next question is, which word describes Bhim's attitude towards the Yaksha? The word hunt describes Bhim's attitude towards the Yaksha. It implies that he considers them to be beings that ought to be hunted down because they are the troublemakers. So according to Bhim, the Yaksha was a troublemaker. So they must be hunted down and get killed. According to Bhim, Yaksha was a troublemaker. Let us come on page number 46. How, according to you, would learning befriend a traveler? So, learning befriends a traveler because to travel you need to know more. You need to open up your mind to observe and know about the place you are visiting and listen the people you meet along the way. You learn every step of your way when you travel, and that is how learning befriends a travel. So whenever we are traveling to somewhere, whenever we are going somewhere, we first do some research of our own, right? If I say that I want to go to Switzerland, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do some research. All right, what all are the things that can be gone to, that can be visited to. All right, but if I say that I'm going to Muradabad and I have not done anything, I don't know if there is any place to visit. So all right, so while as we think about going somewhere, so we learn a lot of things about that particular place. We go to that place, we see things, we meet people who know something that we don't. So it every time that we travel, we get to know things. Come on to the next question on page number 47. Which of the Yudhishthir's answers appeals to you the most? Is there any question to which you would give an answer different from the one Yudhishthir gave? What will your answer be? So this question is something that you should write on your own. They are asking ki what question do you think that you would have that you think was the best that Yudhishthir gave, and if you were at Yudhishthir's place, what could be your answer? So this is the question that you can write on your own. So with this, the in-text questions of this chapter is also over. Let us come on to the exercise, which is on page number 47. Come on to page number 47. Complete the following sentences with reference to the story. We have to complete the sentences with reference to the story. In ancient times, fire was kindled by mechanical friction because matches were unknown in those days. This is kind of obvious that there were no matchsticks. That's why we used mechanical friction between the stones to light a fire. Nakul drank the water from the pool in spite of Yaksha's warning because he carried away by his intense thirst. Since Nakul was very much thirsty, he was intensely thirsty, so he ignored whatever Yaksha said and he drank the water. Come on to the next one. Yudhishthir was left alone and thirsty because all his brothers had drunk water from the pool despite the Yaksha's warning and dropped dead. So what happened? All of his brothers drank the water despite this Yaksha already warned them not to drink the water, but they still drank the water and they were dropped dead. Yudhishthir believed one must give up anger because doing so will spare us from being subject to sorrow. So according to Yudhishthir, he thought that if any one of us would give up anger, they will not be a part of the sorrow. And what sorrow would it be? The death of the brothers, death of all the Pandavas. The Yaksha brought Yudhishthir's brothers back to life because Yudhishthir answered all the questions put forth to him successfully. So Yudhishthir answered all the questions that were put in front of Yudhishthir by the Yaksha, and he was able to answer all the questions correctly. Yama had taken the form of deer and Yaksha because he wanted to test Yudhishthir. So this was Yama, the lord of death. This was his plan to take a face of deer and then test Yudhishthir in his exile. Coming on to the next exercise, which is on page number 49. An anagram is a word formed by rearranging the letters of another, such as act formed from cat. Follow the example and use the clues given below to answer the anagram pairs. It is very easy. Actually, what an anagram is, if we see this first example only, past tense of be. So what is the past tense of be? It is was. So what are the alphabets that are used? WAS. Now the other hint, we have to write the word which should have all the same alphabets. All right. A tool for cutting wood, saw. What are the alphabets? SAW. So both the alphabets are same. Similarly, great jumps is leaps. Loud rings of bells, peals. The blue planet, earth. The organ that pumps blood through the body, heart. The past tense of send, sent. What comes before unit and hundreds? Tens. Remain alive, live. The opposite of good, evil. A small body of water, pool. A shape made when something bends and crosses, loop. A hoofed grazing animal, deer. A tall variety of grass, reed. The period between birth and death, life. A folder to hold loose pens, that is file. Coming on to the next exercise, that are proverbs. Yudhishthir is known for his wisdom. Proverbs are short, popular pieces of wisdom offering advice on how to live your life. Match the following columns to complete the proverbs. We have to complete the proverbs. So two wrongs don't make a right. When the going gets tough, the tough gets the going. Two heads are better than one. There is no time like the present. Rome was not built in a day. Barking dogs seldom bite. A man is known by the company he keeps. In the next exercise on page number 50, 1. Choose the participles from the box to complete the proverbs given below. We have to complete the proverbs that are given. So dash we stand, dash we fall, united we stand, divided we fall. This means that if we are all are together united, we will always stand. But if we are divided, we'll always fall. Next is a rising tide lifts all boats. Next is a rolling stone gathers no moss. D. A rotten apple harms its neighbors. Next is rats desert a sinking ship. Coming on to the next one, that is on page number 52. Complete the sentences using gerunds. We have to use the gerunds to complete the sentence. In summer, I enjoy swimming, but in winter, I prefer skiing. Sleeping too much is unhealthy. Planting trees is being environmentally responsible. Next is reading is my favorite pastime. Next exercise is put a tick against the sentences that are correct and cross against those which are wrong. So the cat will not let the rat to escape, which is wrong. You need not to do it, wrong. We are happy to help you, which is right. The visitors are about to leave, correct. And the coach made the players to warm up. Coming on to the next exercise on page number 53. Combine each pair of sentence given below in a single sentence using the infinite to plus verb. We have to use to plus verb, and we have to cross the last sentence. So my grandmother goes to park, she exercises there. So my grandmother goes to park to exercise. We go to stadium, we watch matches there. So we go to stadium to watch matches. The candy is too hard, it cannot be bitten. So the candy is too hard to be bitten. A janitor has been hired, he will clean the building. So a janitor has been hired to clean the building. Coming on to the next exercise, we have to put semicolon at the at where we think that the sentence has to break. So first read the following sentences. How many of these can combine using semicolons? Check your responses with those of your partner. So come here this evening, Ria, semicolon. We can try playing my guitar. So this is the rule that after semicolon we cannot use a capital letter. So we'll have to make the letter small. We must go to ruin outside the old city. They are known to be beautiful. So after city we'll use a semicolon and we'll write the T short. I am going out, are you coming? Question mark. So in this no semicolon is needed. I thought you left, semicolon. I was wrapping up here. Since I is always written in capital, so we'll not make it small. We have done everything we could. I think you could trust us in this matter. In this also there is no need of putting a semicolon. And last is she did not respond, but I think she will want to come along with us. In this also we cannot break the sentence by using any semicolon. So with this the exercise part of this chapter is over, and in my next video we'll do the explanation part of the next poem, that is The Hero. And till today, whatever work has been given to you, kindly do it in your notebooks and in your books in a very neat and clean handwriting. And I will see you all in my next video. Thank you. Have a good day.